For centuries, people have claimed to be able to communicate with the dead. They've used seances, Ouija boards, and trances to contact friends and family on the other side. While many of them have proved to be charlatans, there are cases that defy explanation. And our next story is one of these, with a twist. It's not about a living person communicating with the dead. It's about a living person who receives a miraculous message. As a young child growing up with two brothers, Brooke Hennigan always dreamed of having a baby sister. But before that could happen, her parents divorced. And then, 2 years later, her mother, Margaret, married Jim Kilcoyne.
I seem to recall Brooke being glad that the day had come, finally, and that we were, going to be a family.
Brooke hoped that perhaps now her dream could come true.
We actually talked about Jim and I having children before we got married, and Brooke had always wanted me to have another girl.
Over the next few years, the Kilcoynes tried unsuccessfully to have a child. Margaret's one pregnancy ending in miscarriage. Brooke, now a teenager, was there to comfort her mother.
I just don't know how many times I can be disappointed, and now this.
She just said, Mom, I believe our family will have another child one day.
You're always so optimistic, aren't you?
But the child never came, and Brooke's life became absorbed with beauty pageants, school, and plans for college.
Mama, you're never gonna believe this.
In 1994, she was accepted at Northwestern State University in her native Louisiana.
You would have thought the child was going to Hawaii to go to school. She was just so excited.
That's wonderful.
But Brooke's plan for a college education was tragically cut short. On August 1st, 1994, she was killed instantly in a car accident. The sudden death of her daughter was more than Margaret could bear. It left a void in her life that nothing could fill. And then, one day, in the midst of her grief, she remembered a conversation they had had.
One day, Brooke started talking about her future, what she planned to do, her family.
I've decided I'm going to adopt a child from every continent.
I said, well, why would you want to adopt? She said, every child deserves a home, and why have more when you can give a child a home that needs a home?
The memory of that discussion gave Margaret a new reason to live. The Kilcoynes immediately applied to adopt a child from another country, a slow and arduous process.
There's nothing we can really do. We've done everything we can possibly do. We have just got to sit here and wait and truly turn this over to God.
Hello?
On what would have been Brooke's 21st birthday, the Kilcoynes received a call.
Really?
And she said, Margaret, I have a 4.5-year-old little Russian girl.
Thank you so much for calling.
From the day that I got that phone call
Okay, bye-bye.
on that birthday, there was never any doubt in my mind that that was my child. And she was going to be my child. And there was nothing that was going to happen that would take her away from me.
It's just like Brooke to give us a gift on her birthday.
On January 24th, 1997, Margaret and Jim flew to Moscow to pick up their new daughter, Martha.
Please have a seat.
They didn't realize as they arrived at the orphanage that they were about to receive an astonishing revelation.
And when I saw her for the first time, it was like she had this glow around her. She just had this little angelic look about her. And she was the most beautiful child I have ever seen in my life. We brought a little photo album.
And before Margaret could say anything, Martha pointed at the picture of Brooke and said,
Brooke.
I said she recognized Brooke.
She just said the word Brooke. No.
How could she notice Brooke?
And it was just like, in the back of my mind, I could hear Brooke saying, this is your child, this is the child.
Back in the United States, Martha adapted quickly to her new home. And then one night, the Kilcoynes uncovered another piece of the puzzle of how she had known Brooke's name.
We heard a commotion from her bedroom.
What's the matter?
So I sat up and I said, Martha, can you tell Mama what you're saying?
Jag vet jag Brooke.
Well, Martha pointed to a picture of an angel that someone had given her.
No, baby, that's an angel. Brooke.
I told Margaret, she's telling us that Brooke is an angel.
And I finally said, Da, fine, let's go back to bed.
And it wasn't until months later, several months later, when she was completely conversational in English, that she just told us one night that prior to our arrival in Russia, Brooke had come to her.
Hi, Marta. I'm Brooke.
Brooke come see me and tell me Mommy and Daddy was gonna come, my parents.
I believe Brooke's intervention played a role in us getting Martha and having her brought into our family.
My sister name's Brooke. She's an angel and she's in heaven with Jesus.
My views on this adoption and Martha coming to our family and becoming a part of our family and our daughter is nothing but divine intervention.
Brooke had always dreamed of having a little sister, and her parents believe that she helped make that dream come true to ease the pain of losing her.
You can't replace a child that's lost. You never can. But that doesn't mean that there's not room in your heart for someone else.